Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. I'm Kevin Freeman. It's time to talk a little women's basketball with women's basketball coach John Haskins. Coach, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Good to be back, Kevin.
You got 2 games to play. You sit at 12-14. You're 6-11 in the Peach Belt. It's been an up and down season for the ladies, of course, this year. But how has the team changed and how have they developed since we first talked at the beginning of the season?
Well, the whole story of the year has been inconsistency, I think, and particularly on the offensive end. I think we've been good enough defensively through the course of the year to be competitive. We had a couple of letdowns defensively in games, particularly I think Francis Marion at home and the other night the second half against Armstrong. But we've been good enough defensively, just been a little inconsistent offensively. And I think there's a few reasons for that. Number one is our youth. We play a freshman and 4 sophomores a lot, and they get a lot of minutes, and experience is important in the game of basketball. And I think the second thing is injuries. I mean, we have, I was figuring it out today, we just have not had any consistency in terms of our lineup because of injuries or sickness or whatever. So that's our biggest thing. I don't think we've been consistent enough.
Well, last week you had a very tough road loss against Armstrong, you mentioned already. Neither team shot the ball terribly well. Both of you were well under 40%. And there were very few turnovers in the game at the same time. I think UNCP had 8 in the game. What happened in that game? What was the difference?
Well, I'll beg to differ on the shooting the ball. Well, they shot it terrible the first half. They made a 3-pointer to cut a 10-point lead to 7 at halftime, and then they made 8 out of 12 threes the second half. So they made 9 of their last 13 threes. Part of that was our effort defensively. Part of that was they shot the ball well, and that's just tough to overcome. I mean, when you give up 24 points from the arc in the second half, and particularly when we don't score at a regular pace. So that was kind of disappointing that we lost that type of lead, and particularly as much of a lead as we lost.
Well, most recently the Lady Braves scored a very nice 64-50 win over Flagler. The team played very well. The team came in with a winning record. What were the keys to victory there? What did they do to win?
Really a turnaround, because Flagler's a good basketball team. They came in with 10 league wins. They were 10-7 in the league. Really good team at home. They beat us 26 down there in a game that we played very poorly offensively. And then we beat them 14. I thought we came out very aggressive to start the game. A fairly aggressive mentality on both ends of the floor, particularly on the offensive end of the floor. I thought we were real passive down there, attacking their zone, attacking their press. Did a much better job of that. Amelia shot the ball pretty well. Courtney got some touches inside. I thought Kemp attacked well. So, it was just a good team win, because we were shorthanded. We were without 3 perimeter players. In fact, we did not have a perimeter sub. A perimeter scholarship stub going into the game, so it was a good win for our girls.
Well, you've got a couple of big games coming up next. Next for you is a Wednesday night tilt. It's Wednesday, if I remember correctly. You're going to Francis Marion. This conceivably could be a play-in game for the Peach Belt tournament. You're both fighting for that 4th position on our side of the division. Armstrong's in the mix as well, of course. But what do the Lady Patriots bring to the court? You mentioned the first game was relatively disappointing. What do you got to do to beat them?
They played well offensively here. I think we had some defensive breakdowns, but they played well offensively here, and it was a well-played game. We had the ball in the last 10 seconds, down 1 with the chance to take the lead and win. But and I thought we played pretty well here offensively for the most part, but we went on a drought there right toward the end of the game. They're a very athletic team. They're as athletic as anybody in the league. They're a little bit undersized, but their quickness and so our defensive matchups, keeping the ball in front of us is going to be important. Handling their pressure is going to be important.
Okay, and then the final regular season game is a home tilt against USC Aiken. They're fighting for the Peach Belt East title with Augusta State. How do you upset the Lady Pacers?
Well, very good basketball team. First of all, well coached, very solid defensively. They lost Kayla Harris in midseason, their best player, with a torn ACL. And they've had a little bit of trouble scoring down the stretch here. So, hopefully we can do a good job defensively and keep them in low numbers and give ourselves a chance to win.
Sure, and I'm sure that you would like nothing better than to finish the season with 2 wins and get into the tournament and just see what happens.
And a great way to send our seniors out.
So what are you telling your players at this point in the season with 2 left? What are you telling them?
Well, just keep trying to get better, and the thing is that sense of urgency. I mean, if you don't have it now, you're not going to have it. I mean, we've got 2 games, and we feel like we've got to win both, and they're both big games for us, and it's just possession by possession. You better be giving it your best effort. You better be concentrating at a high level. You better be emotionally involved, that type of thing. So that's just what we're trying to get now.
All right, Coach, we're going to come back and we're going to talk to Coach Haskins about his seniors.